Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. This is a general love reading for the collective. Not all of the messages that come through in this reading may apply to everyone watching today. So please only take in from this reading what speaks to your soul and what resonates for you and your situation. And release the rest to the universe. So let's see what messages are coming through for the collective today, please. I know we have a deep soul connection. The love I feel for you has always been there. And I do feel that your person can definitely acknowledge that there is a deep connection between the two of you. A deep love connection, a deep passionate connection, a deep soul connection. Because your person can't stop thinking about you, and they certainly can't push thoughts of you from their mind. And they can't turn off the feelings that they have for you from their heart either. The love I feel for you has always been there. Your person has always had these deep feelings of love for you since the first time the two of you met. But perhaps your person didn't share those feelings with you. Perhaps they did in the beginning, and then they became fearful of the connection and where it was going. And so they perhaps said, oh, I don't have feelings for you. It wasn't real. Denying the connection, denying their feelings, whatever it was that this person was doing. But the love that they feel for you has always been there. The moment the two of you first met, that person felt it just like you did. And it's remained. And the love for you still is with them, even during the time that you are in this space of distance and time and separation from each other. Your person still feels this love and they still feel this connection, which is why they're able to say, I know this is a soul connection because I can't move on from you and I can't move on from us. And I feel that our souls are pulling towards each other to bring us back together, because truly that is what's happening. The souls are trying to bring the two of you together in this 3D space. I hid how I really felt about you. I was keeping it a secret because I don't feel good enough for you. I'm loving you from afar. Well, I feel that your person has perhaps not felt worthy of you or of this love. And during the time that they are in this separation space that we like to call preparing for union, I feel that they are trying to make themselves worthy of you and of this connection. They are trying to boost their self-confidence. They are trying to get rid of old emotional wounds. They are trying to release fears, insecurities, and other issues that have held them back from being able to be this partner that you need them to be, that you deserve them to be, because they need to love you the way that you need and deserve to be loved as well. Perhaps they have insecurities. Perhaps they have abandonment fears. Perhaps they have rejection fears. Perhaps this person has never truly been loved by anyone before, and so they don't really know how to express themselves to a romantic partner. And whatever it's been that's been causing your person to hide their true feelings from you and keeping all of that a secret, they are working through these things now because they don't want to love you from a distance. They don't want to love you from afar. They want to love you up close and personal. And this is what they are working on. This is what they are going through this time of transformation, change, and personal growth for during the time that you are away from each other. And you guys have been going through your own personal growth for whatever things that you need to work on within yourselves as well, because that is how these deep soul connections work. You come together, you spend this wonderful time together, and everything's beautiful, and then something happens because you reflect to each other things within yourselves through that mirror, through that twin flame mirror, through that soulmate mirror, the things that you need to work on, the things that you need to heal, and the things that you need to release. And this is what your person is doing at the moment. But I feel what they're saying here is they want you and they want this connection and they want to be with you. They're just trying to get their act together so that they can show up and be the partner that you need them to be, who can love you and cherish you the way that you need to be loved. I have never fallen so deeply in love before. I want you so badly, and I don't know what to do with this feeling. I'm not used to this passion. It's just too much. So guys, when we have these really intense connections, and these soul connections are extremely intense. You guys felt it. You guys still feel it. Even in this distance and separation between the two of you, the intensity of the connection is still there. It hasn't gone away. It never goes away. Sometimes it may not feel as powerful. Sometimes it may feel like just a gentle rain, and then sometimes it feels like just thunder and lightning pouring all over us, or perhaps we're feeling like we're being caught up in a tornado of these feelings and these emotions and this passion that is here between you and this person, even though you're not communicating with each other in the 3D world where we live. The connection is still very much alive because that empathy and the telepathy is flowing back and forth between the two of you constantly. Passionate thoughts coming at you from your person. Yes, you can probably feel those as well. And if you are having passionate thoughts about them, your person is going to pick that up from you, because that is how intense these soul connections are. Because you have been traveling so many lifetimes with one another, carrying with you through those lifetimes all of the love, all of the chemistry, all of the passion from each and every lifetime. And when you met this person in this incarnation, all of that love, chemistry, and passion came right along with both of you, and boom, there it was. And it is intense. There is an intense passion, there's an intense chemistry, and there is an intense love. And sometimes people can handle it, and you guys watching the reading could probably handle it a lot better than your person, or for most of you, I feel that that's probably a true statement, but for some of you, perhaps it was even too intense for you and you had to tone it down a little bit. But what your person is saying here, it's just been too overwhelming and I wasn't ready for what was happening. I am so sorry that I've let you down and I've let myself down in the process, but I am working on releasing those things that are holding me back from being able to experience this intense passion, this intense love, and this intense chemistry that's between us, because I want to get back to us. I want to get back to the connection because I want to be with you. And while I may be nervous, or while I may be insecure about the things that I need to say to you and what I want to share with you, I am trying to find that courage and confidence within myself so that I can show up and be vulnerable and expressive and share my feelings with you and not feel that that's something that I don't have the worthiness to express. I am trying to make myself feel good enough for you. Now, you guys watching the reading, you have not done anything to make this person feel unworthy of you or of your love. This is something that is solely coming from within them, because they know that they need to address this and they need to work on this. And it can be from something that has happened to them a very long time ago. It can be something that happened to them when they were children, perhaps at school or perhaps at home, perhaps from friends, perhaps from family, that makes them feel that they are not worthy, or good enough for you or for this relationship. But they have to work through that, because that is their insecurities, and that is a false narrative that plays in their head, and it has been playing for quite some time for this person, and they need to put on a new soundtrack. They need to put on a different song, not this false narrative that's been constantly playing away and yapping away at them constantly about how they're not good enough, how they're not worthy, how you might leave them, how you're going to see how they really are, and then you're not going to love them either. I mean, there's a lot of different iterations that can go through your person's mind when they feel this way. And they are trying to get rid of that, to find their stability, to find their grounding, and to find that personal power within themselves so that they can show back up for you and tell you that, yes, I'm ready now. Can we try this again? Because I feel that this is very much what this person wants to do. I'm taking this time to really work on myself. Please be patient with me. I'm learning. And you know, guys, perhaps your person has had to really work on themselves. Perhaps they've had to address fears, insecurities, old emotional baggage and wounds. Perhaps they've had to address a wounded inner child. Perhaps they have had to address all of the abandonment issues, rejection fears, and this false narrative that's been playing over and over in their head about how they're unworthy or not good enough. But you, on the other side of that, have had your own things that you've had to also deal with and work through. And one of those things is patience. Many times we will have these kind of connections, these deep soul connections, whether it's with a soulmate or a twin flame, because we need the life lessons and experiences that come with patience. I am just the messenger, guys. Please don't yell at me in the comments. I really am just the messenger. And patience is a hard lesson, especially when it involves the emotions. But you need this person to be ready for you. You need this person to no longer run. You need this person to no longer be fearful. You need this person to be able to show up and stand there looking at you face to face and say, I am ready for you and for this connection. I have worked through my issues. I now have found my personal power. I have found my confidence. I have found my courage, and I am ready to embrace this love with you and start showing you and telling you how I feel. Because I want to tell you the truth of my feelings. I've been loving you from afar because I'm afraid that you would reject me. I've been loving you from a distance and keeping it secret because I was afraid that perhaps you would see something about me that you didn't like later on, and then you were going to leave me. So that is why I've created all of this craziness and all of this sabotage in this relationship, because I never felt worthy to begin with. But I am making myself worthy because I want you. And I want this relationship with you. And I want us. And I want to be able to build this relationship in a much better place than where it was, because I am finding my courage, my strength, and my power, because you have inspired me to do these things. And you have inspired me to make the changes that I need to make in my life so that I can show up for you and be the partner who is good enough for you, who is worthy of you and this relationship. I want to leave the past behind and start over. Well, yes, let's do that. Let's leave the past behind and start over. Now, this isn't about them sweeping it all under the rug and not addressing these things that happened between the two of you in the past that were so hurtful to you and to this relationship. This is about them addressing those things from the past and talking it all through with you, because this is something that they're learning during this time that they're away from you, that they need to be honest, that they need to be real, that they need to act with integrity and truth, and that they need to be authentic with you as they come back towards you, so that you can have a much more powerful, fresh start than the start that you had when you had this connection begin with them in the past. Or perhaps for some of you, you have had several beginnings with this person or start overs with this person. But they want to make sure that they are on the other side of all of their unworthiness, all of their fears, all of their insecurities, all of their emotional baggage, all of everything that has held them back from being able to be your partner. They are making sure that they are on the other side of all of that illusion. Because that's really all it is. False narrative, fears, insecurities, abandonment issues, all of those things are illusions. And your person is making sure that they are on the other side of all of that, because they want to come back and they want to speak the truth to you. And they want to tell you how they feel about you and show you how they feel about you as well, because they want to start over. And they want to be the partner who's going to be worthy of you and of this connection, who's no longer fearful or afraid of this intense passion, chemistry, and emotion that is here between the two of you. But let's use some tarot cards now and see what else we need to know. Well, this is the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups is about your person missing you, and they are in this place at the moment where they are definitely longing for you. With this Five of Cups being present, they do feel some guilt and remorse for how they've treated you, for how they've acted towards you, knowing that they have taken a long time to work through these things that they are trying to learn. This is why they say this: please be patient with me. I am learning, and I know this is taking me a very long time, but I really am trying to make sure that I am the other side of all of my illusions, because I don't want to be in that place of fear and insecurity and sadness anymore. I want to be free to be able to love you fully and freely, the way that we need to love one another, the way that we love one another when we are on the other side before we even came down for this lifetime, the way that we love when we are in that 5D space. I want to love you that way in this 3D reality. And this is what I've been working on, because I want to make sure that I'm not going to fail you or let you down. I know I've disappointed you in the past. I know that I caused you a lot of sorrow, sadness, heartache, heartbreak, with this Five of Cups being here. And I don't want to do that anymore. So I am trying to work on myself and show back up for you with confidence and courage and the right words that need to be expressed to you, because I want to show you and tell you how I feel about you. But let's see what else is coming through for this message today, please. Well, let's see what we have here. The Emperor and the Moon. Okay, so the Emperor, well, actually, the Emperor is an excellent card to get for this today, guys, because that's all about your person doing it. That is all about them making it happen. That is about them doing what needs to be done to show back up for you with a plan. Because the Emperor is all about following through with a plan. And the Emperor energy does have a plan, because the Emperor is the divine masculine energy. And that is regardless of your person's gender. The divine masculine is an energy that we all have within each of us, and we have divine feminine and divine masculine. And it's a challenge to keep those two things in balance for every single person, except perhaps someone who is just in this constant place of meditation and nirvana and bliss. But the Emperor does have a plan, and this is about your person following through. What else I love about the Emperor showing up today is that this is all about your person gaining that confidence, gaining that courage, gaining that power, finding the right words, following through with their plan to make their way back to you so that you can start over together. The Emperor is ruled by Aries. So if you or your person have your sun, moon, or rising signs in Aries, this can be a place of validation for you. But you don't have to be in Aries or any other sign that I might call out for the reading today. This is a collective reading and it's for everyone. It's more important that we consider the cards and how they relate to the rest of the message that the universe is presenting to the collective, which is the universe is saying your person's going to follow through and make something happen, because your person wants to be with you. They want to take action. They want to come forward, because the Emperor is also ruled by the planet Mars, which is all about taking action and following through to make it happen, to get it done, and to be successful in the process of all of that. We also have the Moon. I do feel that we were talking about that 5D space a little while ago. The Moon is a card of dreams, and I do feel that you and your person do meet up in the spiritual realm in that 5D space. And I feel in the 5D space, your person can feel very courageous and very confident and seem like they have it all together, because that is their spirit form. That is in that 5D space, their spirit body, not their physical body, their physical form. But your person is making sure that they combine or merge that energy so that they can present themselves to you as this powerful person. And that is what the combination of the Emperor and this Moon card is all about. Your person dreams about you. You dream about them. Perhaps you guys meet up in that 5D space at night and talk and communicate and exchange energy and all of those other kind of woo-woo passion things that can happen in those dreams as well. But your person desires this in the 3D world where they live. They want that same courage, confidence, and power that they have in that 5D space in this 3D world. And this is what the combination of the Emperor and the Moon is making happen. But also with the Moon, I do feel it tells us your person feels this sense of sadness and melancholy without you. This is about them longing for you. This is about them desiring you and feeling this need within them to make something happen. But it also allows them to see deep into their psyche, to identify all of those illusions that have been holding them back. And we were talking about illusions earlier, that whole list of illusions, your person being able to get rid of them, because the energy of the Moon allows them to look deep into their subconscious and deep into their psyche and identify them and kick them out of their life so that they're no longer going to interfere in their life, but also in this relationship. No more interference coming from the illusions and the fears and the insecurities and not feeling worthy, not feeling good enough, and all of that other gobbledygook that has been your person's soundtrack that's been playing in their head. Because your person is listening to a new soundtrack now, especially with this Emperor being here. But let's see what else is coming through for this message today. What do we need to hear? What do we need to know for this message today, please? This is the Eight of Cups. Well, the Eight of Cups is all about your person getting it together. Actually, the Eight of Cups is an excellent card to get right now because the Eight of Cups is all about getting rid of the baggage. It is about just kicking them away one by one. All of the baggage, all of the fears, all of the old wounds, all of the insecurities, all of any of those illusions and everything else that has held your person back, because the Eight of Cups is about your person leaving the known for the unknown. And what is known to this person? All of that stuff that they have been dragging around with them like a huge ball and chain, just carrying, dragging all of those illusions, those fears, those insecurities, that self-doubt, everything else that goes along with it. Getting rid of it one by one, because that is what this Eight of Cups is about, and coming towards this lighter, brighter future that includes you, because having this relationship with you, having a real partnership with you is part of that unknown for many of you watching the reading. Perhaps for all of you. So it is about leaving the known for the unknown and coming forward to this lighter, brighter future that involves you and being able to start over and give you guys a much better opportunity to have a better relationship. The Eight of Cups is also about your person learning the life lessons that they've needed during this time that they have been away from you. Just like you have been doing it as well. You've both been growing, changing, and evolving. The Eight of Cups is about spiritual transformation that is happening for both of you during the time that you are preparing for this union with each other. But let's see what else is coming through for this message today, please. Let's see what we need to hear. What do we need to know? Well, this is the Ten of Cups. Well, nothing says happily ever after like the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups is all about your person wanting this partnership with you. This is about them wanting to do what is necessary to get back to you and to this relationship. Only this time they want to be able to take this relationship for the two of you to this place of long-term commitment, because that is what the Ten of Cups is all about. It is about long-term. It is about happiness, joy, prosperity, peace, balance, and abundance in this relationship. But love being the cornerstone, love being the biggest part of this relationship, because the Ten of Cups is about so much love. Cups are ruled by the element of water, which is all about love, feelings, and emotions. And when we consider that, the Five of Cups, the Moon, the Eight of Cups, and the Ten of Cups are all cards that belong to the element of water. The Emperor is fire. Water and fire make a lot of steam, and yes, there is a very steamy connection with all of this passion that's here between you and your person. But this Ten of Cups is about your person wanting this to go the distance. It's about them wanting to take it to this place where the two of you can have this long-term partnership with each other. Now, coming from the bottom, we do have the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is about your person taking action and following through to close the distance that's between you by reaching out to communicate, because they also want to talk to you about their long-term goals and long-term plans that involve you, because they want this partnership with you that comes with that Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups is what we would consider to be the happily ever after card. And it is the best card to get for a relationship reading, because it tells us your person sees this partnership with you as the one that they want, the one they desire, because this is about your person wanting to build something better for the two of you moving forward, but knowing that they have to take action to make that happen. We also have the High Priestess. Well, the High Priestess tells us that there's definitely been a lot of spiritual growth for both of you during this time that you've been preparing for union. It also confirms that there is this deep spiritual bond here between you. And you guys do communicate in those inner pathways through dreams, through intuition, through telepathy and empathy as well. The High Priestess confirms all of that. The High Priestess is ruled by Pisces. We also have the Four of Pentacles, which is about your person wanting to hold on to you and hold on to this relationship. The Four of Pentacles, though, is also about a structure. Think about a structure of four walls, can represent a home. It can represent a foundation. Your person wanting this foundation for this relationship to be so much better than it was in the past. That is what this Four of Pentacles is about. But it also tells us your person doesn't want to let you go. They don't want to let this connection go. They want to hold on to it. And at times I feel that that is what they have been doing. It's like they have been holding on for dear life because they don't want to be without you. They don't want to be without this love. They just weren't ready for you, but they have been getting ready for you. And that is what this High Priestess and Ten of Cups is about. We also have the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is about your person showing up to speak the truth and not being fearful of speaking their truth to you. This is about them being authentic. It is about them being real. It is about them reaching out to initiate communication, actually, as well, because the Knight of Swords is air of air. That is all about talking, thinking, ideas, decisions, communication coming at you from your person, and they will initiate this communication to you. The Knight of Swords is an air sign, so that is Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. But it's also about your person having a lot to say, and they know that they need to explain themselves. They want to express themselves, and with it coming next to that Ten of Cups, I feel it's also telling us they want to express their love for you as well, because with this Knight of Swords being here, it is about them being honest. It is about them being real. It is about them no longer holding back what they feel. It is about them knowing that they need to show up and start expressing how they feel for you, even though it might make them nervous, even though it might be something that they've never done. Because if this person has never told you how they felt about you, it is going to be a different experience for both of you, especially if they're being vulnerable. And this card is vulnerability. And this is such a beautiful image on this card. It comes with number 34, if anyone resonates with 34, or 3 or 4. It could be like March 3rd. Sorry, it could be like March 4th. It could be April 3rd. It could be two numbers in sequence or out of sequence. But 3 plus 4 does equal 7, which is all about change with a purpose. Well, I feel that what this is telling us with this beautiful fairy floating down this river in this very fragile leaf is that your person is vulnerable. They are vulnerable to getting hurt. And I feel that this is why they hid how they were really feeling about you and keeping all of that a secret in the past because they didn't feel good enough for you. It's why they were loving you from afar. But during this time they've been away from you, they have found their footing and they have found their strength, their courage, and their power. And they see and they understand now that vulnerability is not something that weak people do. That being vulnerable requires a lot of strength, a lot of courage, and a lot of confidence. And with the energy of the Emperor, that is all about your person being able to be courageous and confident, to show back up and be vulnerable with you, because your person knows that this emotional intimacy that is part of this connection is something that is important, especially when you have a deep soul bond with each other. And that is why they were loving you from a distance perhaps before, but they want to love you up close and personal now, especially with that 10 of Cups being here, because that is about long-term partnership and union. But let's see what else is coming through for this message today, please. Let's see what else we need to hear. What do we need to know? What messages are coming through? Ask for help. Here we have like this Neptune figure here. I think that's Neptune, or Poseidon, depending on whether you like the Greek or the Roman version of things. I think it's the same thing though, right? But that looks like Poseidon. That looks like I forget what those things are called. Trident? Anyway, let's go back to the reading. Ask for help. What do you really need? Be willing to accept support. This card comes with number 14. If anyone resonates with 14, 1 or 4, January 4th, April 1st. But as well, this card reminds me of the Temperance card, because the Temperance card is all about getting help from the divine. And I feel what we're seeing here is this mermaid is asking this god, whether it's Poseidon or Neptune, for help. And I feel that this is what your person is doing. I feel like they're praying. They're praying for guidance. They're praying for support. They're praying for help from the divine, whatever the divine is for them, whether it is their angels, their guides, whether it's God, whether it's the universe, whether it's the divine. I feel that your person is perhaps getting some help from the people upstairs, that I like to call them. But as well, they could be getting help from friends, from family members that are supporting them in this connection with you, but they could also be getting help from some other source, like a professional, perhaps getting some sort of counsel, some sort of help to help them find that power within themselves, because somewhere this person has lost it along the way, which is why they were hiding everything from you, why they were keeping their feelings on lockdown, why they weren't opening their heart and letting you in. And they don't want to do this anymore. They want to be real. They want to open their heart, and they want to be authentic with you, even though it may be very scary for them at first to be vulnerable. All it takes is doing it that one time, and then boom, the hard part's over. Then you can do it. You can be emotionally expressive. You can be vulnerable. You can share everything. And this is what your person desires and wants to do concerning you and this connection, because they know that to be with you, they have to be able to connect with you on every single level, including the emotional one, which is what they are working on. Right now, I feel that that is what is happening. But let's see what else is coming through for this message today, please. Look to your inner strength. This card comes with number 11. Well, that is all about union, number 11. You are stronger than you realize. And I feel that this is a message for you guys watching the reading. You guys watching the reading, you have a lot of inner strength. You have a lot of inner courage, and you have so much going on for you, because you have had to overcome so much concerning this connection with your person. You have had to look to your inner strength. And if you felt like you didn't have any inner strength before, well, you definitely have it now. Because that is one thing that these connections will do. They will cause you to find that strength within you to get through all of it, to get through this period of disconnect, to get through this period of preparing for union, to get through this period that is taking so much patience on your part. You have that strength to get through it, because each and every one of you that are watching this reading are a lot stronger than you realize, because look at how you are doing this. Look at how you have come through this already. You're already in a stronger place. You are already more in a more empowered place, and definitely in a more spiritual place as well. But let's see what else is coming through for this message today, please. Let's see. Divine timing. Well, this says patience, perseverance, peace, trust that the divine knows when. And I feel like that is one of the biggest pieces of the puzzle to these connections, guys. If you can trust in the divine timing of the universe and know that the people upstairs know when things should be developing and unfolding between the two of you, I feel that that can help you so very much. But of course, everyone wants everything to unfold now, in this moment. Please be patient with me. I'm learning. But there is a divine plan in place here, because your person has had to grow, transform, and evolve. And they can't do that too quickly, because that could kind of like drive them. Well, it can actually cause some emotional and mental problems if you try to go through a spiritual transformation too fast. But also because you want to make sure that they are on the other side of all of those illusions. So of course it is taking time to change and grow and evolve, but they are persevering through all of it because they're showing up with so much more power than they had in the past. But let's see what else we need to know for this message today, please. Hesitation. Okay, this is past heartbreak, broken trust, and afraid to move forward. Now, I do not feel that this is about you and this person. I feel, well, in a way it is, but let me explain it. Let me explain what I'm getting on this or what I'm hearing on this. I feel that your person has been hesitant in terms of this connection with you in being emotionally vulnerable and being emotionally expressive and being able to let down their guard, in being able to love you up close and personal because of things that happened to them in the past that involved past heartbreak and broken trust, causing them to hesitate in terms of moving this connection with you forward. But the point is they are working through all of that and they are healing all of these things now so that they can start this forward progress back towards you so the two of you can have this opportunity for that happily ever after that comes with that 10 of Cups, which is also about romance. This says revel, flow, savor, entice, open yourself to romance. Well, I feel that true romance does involve the opening of the heart, doesn't it? True romance is an emotional connection. And I feel that this is what your person is working towards just now as well, opening their heart to you and opening themselves up to this love, because that is what that 10 of Cups is all about. Your person wanting to be all in with you, not just fragments of them, not just parts of them, but all of them. They want to be all in with you. That is what this is about. Being able to invest their heart and their soul into this connection. This is what they have been fearful of doing, but this is also what they truly desire and want to do. Your person wants to be able to be all in with you, but they have been so afraid of letting down their guard and being vulnerable and letting you in, not knowing what your reaction would be. And that, again, is that stuff that plays in their head, in their heart. In their soul, they know what your reaction would be, that it would be a positive reaction for them, that it would be something positive coming from you because you do love and care for this person, obviously. And they know that. They do know that, you guys watching the reading. They know that you care for them, that you pray for them, that you love them. But they are trying to work through the things that have been holding them back from coming back in your life because they desire you and they desire this connection. They just want to make sure that they're on the other side of all of their issues, like being insecure. I feel insecure. You treat me better than I have ever been treated. And I know that you can give me everything that I desire when it comes to love. I really do want that, but I'm still struggling with my fears. I feel like I'm not good enough for you, and it's my own insecurity that is holding me back. They will get past these insecurities, guys, okay? They're getting past all of this because they are getting help. They are looking to their inner strength. They are going through this transformation, and they desire you, and they desire this relationship because that 10 of Cups is all about doing what it takes to have a long-term partnership is the bottom line. Doing what it takes to get to that place of happily ever after. And that really is showing up, being loving, being a better communicator, being committed to building this relationship to make sure that it's happy and healthy. And that is what your person desires with you. You know, I feel for some of you, this person has been really damaged in the past and they are trying to work through and release all of these things. But, you know, we have all been damaged in the past, have we not? And we all have to work through these things as best we can, as we can. We should have done it, or we should do it when it happens rather than carrying it with us for 5, 10, 15, 20 years, as I feel for some of you, your person has done. It just makes it harder to get rid of, but they are working through it. They are finding their inner strength. They are asking for help, whether that is from someone they know, whether that's from a professional or from the divine, however your person is doing it. They are working through these things because they want to get back to you and to this connection and to this relationship. This says wait. I haven't wanted to Let me try that again. I haven't wanted to admit to myself how I really feel for you. It means stepping out of my comfort zone. But it's time. I know it's taken me a while. I do know what you need and I want to do this right. Let me try that again. I do know what you need and I want to do this right. Please wait for me. I will do things right between us when I come forward to you. Okay, so this is about, again, expressing this thing. Please be patient with me. I'm learning. Your person is figuring themselves out. They are getting rid of these things that have held them back. They don't want to hesitate. They don't want to hold back. This is about them wanting to be able to be vulnerable with you, getting rid of their insecurities, getting rid of their self-doubts, finding their inner strength and courage, finding their power, finding the right words to say to come back to you, because the energy of the Emperor wins in this entire reading. The energy of the Emperor does not fail. That is about your person stepping up to the plate. It is about them doing what is necessary, and it is about them following through to make it happen, because your person wants you and they want this relationship. They have been so fearful in the past about telling you how they feel, which is why they have loved you from a distance. But now they want to love you up close and personal, because that is what that 10 of Cups is about, as well as this romance card. And your person would like to have some romance with you. They'd like to have this love and passion and everything else return to this connection, because they started this reading by saying, I know we have a deep soul connection. The love I feel for you has always been there. And it has. It's always been there. Forever, actually. All those past lives that you had with this person, this love has been there as well. And you always managed to work through whatever those issues were in those past lives, to get past those issues, to grow and evolve so that you could reincarnate again and come into this lifetime with each other and find each other again and do it all over again. You always find each other because you and this person belong together. And you don't just belong together in that 5D space, in the spiritual realm. You belong together for this lifetime, in this 3D space, because your person wants this opportunity to have this connection with you, move forward to this place of long-term partnership. They just weren't ready in the past, but they have been using this time to get ready for you and for this relationship. This is your reading for today, everyone. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this reading, please take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate all of you so very much. Blessings of peace, love, and light to everyone. Have a great day, guys.